Hello guys, this is Total War Master here, thanks for stopping by, and today I'm bringing you guys another Napoleon Total War online battle. This is a 3v3 map. I don't remember 3v3 map. This is a 3v3 multiplayer battle, and I'm doing this with the fellow YouTuber. You guys will remember him if you saw my last video as JCP Randomness Films. His Steam name is Protus Palararius or whatever. He's going to be commanding the Austrians, and we also have another moderator on his channel, as well as a friend whose name is Just the Tip. I understand his name is fairly funny, but yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and actually put this on slow motion because the battle does start fairly fast. So I'm in command of the Prussians here. I bring my normal army. I bring 2 companies of the Prussian Fusiliers, 2 companies of the Silesian Schützen. I didn't go too cav heavy because I knew that cav don't really perform too well on this map, but my opponents pretty much did, but I didn't. I'm also bringing in some 6 regiments of musketeers, I believe. Yeah, 3, 6, 9 regiments of musketeers, followed by a foot guard unit, 2 landwehr, and a historic general, Count von Yenisenow or whatever. I don't even know. My ally to the left of me, or in the middle, Just the Tip, is playing as Russia. He's bringing in some. I think these guys are militia. I can't remember. Oped, Chink, whatever. Sorry, just whatever. He's also bringing some Russian Jaegers, followed by a lot of musketeers, some lifeguard foot, more lifeguard foot, and Cossacks and Hussar cavalry. And then we have our other friend here, Protus or whatever. Sorry if I screwed up your name, man. He's bringing in some dragoons and uhlans. He's also bringing in some grenzers, some landwehr, as well as the 47th Czech Regiment. Looking pretty good. Nice mustaches. He's also bringing in some Hungarian Fusiliers, Hungarian Hussars, and he's also bringing in historic General Josef Alavincizi. And landwehr, and that's about it. He's also bringing some Archduke Charles Legion, 1st Regiment of the Emperor's Own, and Hungarian Fusiliers, followed by more grenzers. I don't think Just the Tip bring a historic general. No, he just went bland and chose a general staff. So again, guys, I apologize if I missed some action, but yeah, I charged my cav up here and I didn't move them back. And France, I'm just going to go ahead and just pause it just so I can go over everything, because I did say that the battle does start fast. I did just move my cav there, and he charged, and I decided to just charge at him back because it was the best I could do. So anyway, looking at our opponents, I don't remember their names. He's bringing the one to who I'm going to be facing basically is bringing some Chevaux Leger Lancers, Cuirassiers, and more Lancers. He's also bringing some Fusiliers, General Staff, some Chasers, yeah, Cuirassiers, Fusiliers. In the middle is he's going pretty elite infantry heavy on this one, bringing 2 companies of Swiss foot, some militia, some more Swiss foot, followed by some Chasers and Cuirassiers, Polish Legion, more Polish Legion. And along to my far left, our opponent is basically bringing more Swiss foot, some Fusiliers, some Swiss foot, Chasers of Chevelle, and yeah, that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and get this battle started. So anyway, first things first, what I did was I moved up my men right here. I didn't want to take the hill. I didn't want to go any farther than I had to. I did keep some dragoons here just in case they decided to cav charge me through here to try and take out any men that are along here. Just a tip, he's getting his battle started pretty quickly. He has his Russian Jaegers hitting the militia that are along here. We also have France's chaser units firing down on his Jaegers. And here we have Austria getting in position. So you can see getting fairly good volleys on them. And you do have to remember that on this map, there's a lot of, you have to kind of like be like a topographical engineer if you want to utilize this map really well, because there's a lot of hills and stuff like that around here. And that's what me and Just a Tip here kind of did. We kind of utilized the hills a little bit in mid-game to bring the battle to our advantage. So here he has his Jaeger units and his musketeers firing down on the militia. And he's going to go ahead and do I think he was going to do a charge. Nah, I guess not. So Just a Tip is just annihilating this militia unit. We have France's Swiss Foot shooting at their guys from behind, but I think they were hitting the hill more than they were hitting their own guys. So as you can see, France moved back to skirmisher units, leaving these militia unit to be bullet sponges for the skirmisher units for Just a Tip. So there we go, he's moving his guys in now. As I said before, bullet sponges. So here we just have more ferocious fighting over this tiny little piece of land. And here we have France's Swiss Foot not getting many kills because of the land. So along here you can see me, I'm moving up some musketeer units. I wanted them to go ahead and take the place of the dragoons because I didn't really trust the dragoons to hold it, because we all know what happened there after I told you. So along here we have I'm just going to call him JCP. We have JCP moving along a cap charge here while he moves up his Fusiliers. Pretty good tactic, but what he's going to do is I think he's going to start shooting at his own horsemen. Yeah, so it's a pretty good, he did a pretty good job at distracting them, but I think he ended up basically wasting his cav. So along here we still have more ferocious fighting going on between the middle France guy and Just a Tip here. So along here you can see we can see France's chaser unit firing on my musketeers. I just let them do it because they were basically wasting ammo. They weren't taking any hits from them. So along here we still have major fighting going on for this little piece of stripped land. Finally routed the militia unit. All that's left that's defending it now basically is just the Swiss foot with the chaser units. So here we have France charging into Just a Tip's Jaeger units. And those guys are going to get a fairly good volley off on those cuirassiers. But it does give France to move up his guys a little bit more. Bad thing though is that he has militia literally right in the lines of his skirmishers, so they're going to take some friendly fire. but he was able to save his Jaeger units from the cav, so they're going to start firing back in a minute. So along here we have a tiny skirmish going on between my musketeers and France's fusiliers. I charged in some dragoons, and I was actually pretty happy because he wasn't able to get his guys into a square formation. Oh, I misspoke. I take it back. I guess not. So I guess instead I just charged into the old guard unit here. I moved up my musketeers to try and take out their cav, as well as maybe a few infantry. I did what JCP did, basically, so I'm pretty much a hypocrite. I charged in my cav, but you can see we're getting pretty good kills on these fusiliers.
Our men are running, sir.
So yeah, they finally basically destroyed my dragoons. And I thought they were going to do a cav charge, but I guess not. So I put my guys in a square and then I took them out. So along here, JCP, along with Just the Tip, had a huge cav charge. JCP charged into the skirmishers. Just the Tip, I don't know if he realized it, but they charged into square formation Polish Legion. But he noticed it in time, and he charged in right into the skirmishers. So along here, France on the far left flank is basically just getting annihilated. They weren't a very nuisance. They weren't a nuisance that much. But along here, the cav charge kind of did fail a little bit, but since these guys were still in the square formation, they just became bullet sponges for Just the Tip's men. And not only that, we have the old guard firing on their own old guard brothers in arms here. So along here, my musketeer units, they finally routed. So I just decided to pull back this musketeer units just so I can salvage them and save them, because I didn't want to lose any more men than I had to. So along here we have another cav charge coming from Just the Tip. He's going to charge right into the skirmish units. And the square formations are going to basically just pick them off one by one. But it does give Tip the chance to move up his men a little bit closer, as well as JCP's. So here we have France moving up all three of their old guard regiments, or companies. And they're just going to put the hurt down on this Landwehr unit. Not a very good decision. Not a very good decision to do that. Militia unit isn't a very wise company to destroy. So here, France is going to go ahead and do a cav charge. Luckily, they missed, end up losing like 4 guys as well as more due to the good volleys we got. So here I moved up my Silesian Schützen as well as my Fusiliers to go ahead and attack it from the side. I had to keep my musketeers in a square formation because I didn't want to lose them to the cav. Because basically I was using this area here as a buffer, because I knew if they did get through here, there wouldn't be anything to really stop them. I know I wouldn't have been able to stop them. So yeah, I just had to keep those musketeers there at all costs just to be the buffer. So here I noticed that Just the Tip was starting to lose control of this side as well as the middle. So I reinforced his flanks with some Landwehr as well as some foot guard and musketeer units. And we came up with a good plan, actually. I'll go ahead and tell it to you guys when it happens. I don't think it really happens right now. But me and Just the Tip we did come up with a fairly good plan. So along here you can see the cuirassiers. The French are trying to make a bold attack right through here. I was able to divert a few musketeer units to assist the square, using the cab charge as a little distraction, with my Silesian Schützen shooting them from the back. For some reason, I turned off fire at will for those musketeers there. It would have given a chance to get pretty good kills, but
Our men are running, sir.
yeah, so there goes my cav that I sent in. So here I moved back. I think we killed this general. I don't remember. I think it was this general that died. So along here, Just the Tip, me and Just the Tip were getting our units ready. Basically, the plan was that I was going to send in two of my infantry regiments down here and destroy the Swiss foot, keep him at bay while he moves up the Opel whatever unit up along here to take down this Swiss foot. And then I would move in the Landwehr to come in from behind and just destroy them. So here I saw them starting to get back to the way they were. They were walking, they weren't running. So I used it to my advantage. I moved up some musketeers and got them ready to fire down on the chaser units. So as you can see, Just the Tip is getting his men ready to charge. So along here we have JCP. He's taking a fair amount of casualties from France along this side, as well as along here. Now you have to remember that these are combined forces of the middle and the left flank. The main left flank guy, he didn't really do too well. It's basically the middle flank guy that had so much support for this guy. So that's why, I think that's why JCP was losing some good men. So here we have a little skirmish going on along here. I didn't really notice it in time to turn off the fire at will for the Silesian Schützen. We do have a cab charge coming from the Chevy Legers, and they're going to go ahead and hit my Fusiliers. Immediately I put the Fusiliers on defense mode. So here we have a charge coming in from the Fusiliers, the French Fusiliers. At this point, I didn't know what to do. I had to keep these guys at bay, or I had to keep these guys here because I knew that he was going to advance through here, and while my guys were busy here, and it would just be the end for my flank here. So what I did was I moved some musketeers back. I put them in squares right here for the cab charge and for the infantry charge that was going to hit me. So he's going to go ahead and reposition. So here we had the charge. I moved in my men into the Swiss foot and the Chevy Legers while he moved in to destroy the Swiss foot. At this point I moved in my Landwehr to attack from behind. So we basically just destroyed the Swiss foot. And we're going to destroy the Chevy Leger Lancers. So long on my right flank, far right flank, we were able to hold them back, which I was actually pretty astonished at. I thought we were going to break, so we were able to hold them back. So that was pretty good. So over here we have heavy fighting going on between JCP and the other French middle unit. So they're putting the hurt down on them. So basically, me and Just the Tip's attacks were pretty success. We gained the advantage of the high ground over here that Just the Tip was fighting so hard to try and control. So here I moved in my Landwehr. I can't remember. I think I moved him here to destroy the lines that are along here, while JCP holds them there. I don't think they realized that we were like encroaching on them along the sides here, so they didn't move back their guys in time. So we got fairly good volleys off on them. So here we have JCP holding his lines back here in the back from the Polish Legion and the Chasers of Chevelle. And we have his Czechs regiment taking heavy casualties. But he's going to go ahead and box him in with his 2 elite units. Okay, so along here I'm moving in my Landwehr regiments, or companies, excuse me, to destroy the Swiss foot, and Just the Tip told me to just go ahead and charge into him, so I did it. And to be honest, I didn't think the Landwehr were going to really hold, so I think what I did was I kept them back, and I got off, I think, one last good volley before I really did charge. And then I put my Landwehr up along here so we could shoot at these chaser units. They're going to get a good few kills on that. So here we have the Fusiliers taking down the mighty Polish Legion. So here I finally charged in my Landwehr right into the, let's get that map out of there. Right into their Swiss foot and Polish Legion. So along here, as you can see, I noticed that his chasers were shooting at me, so I just moved up some musketeers to start firing on the chaser units. So they're going to go ahead and get some good shots off on them.
Our men are running, sir.
Who's running? Oh yeah, my Landwehr finally routed. I don't know why they weren't firing. So along here, we killed another enemy general, which is pretty good because I think all 3 of us, JCP, Just the Tip, and me, I think all of our generals were still alive. At that point, I think they were. I don't remember if we lost any generals or not. Or I know I didn't lose mine, but I don't know if those 2 did. So right along here we have the Polish Legion just basically getting cut down by JCP's Fusiliers and my Landwehr. So you can get some good shots on those Legion. So as you can see, my guys are finally shooting at him. Getting some fairly good kills on these chaser units. So this Polish Legion just literally getting hacked to pieces. So after we routed them, I just focused all fire on these chaser units. Here we have France's general charging into JCP's Grenzers. I think they did hold out. I think they managed to rout that general unit. So here we have some charges going on between the Grenzers and the Fusiliers on this one Old Guard unit, with my Landwehr shooting at them too. We also have Just the Tips units taking and returning fire from the Swiss foot that's in the tree line. So here we have the old guard just annihilating the Grenzers and yeah, both Grenzer units. We have my lone Landwehr unit raining down shots on this Polish Legion. I don't know what I was doing with these two companies. I think I just left them there. I just let Just the Tip deal with that. So here, Just the Tip is going to get off a few good shots or volleys before he does a mass infantry charge. And we also have JCP again charging into some old guard units. And we have those Fusiliers destroying the old guard from behind. Those guys have some pretty good range. I didn't know they could shoot that far. But that's because I don't play as Austria that often. Alright. So looking more on my flank now, we have a skirmish battle going on between my Fusiliers and Schlesien Schützen. They're basically going to return fire at these chaser units, as well as chasers moving along here to destroy my musketeers. But we ended off getting pretty good volleys before they could ever do anything. See, that's where the high ground isn't advantage right there. Where it would have been an advantage was if he moved him like right there. You could get some good shots on my musketeers, but
One of our units has
no.
used all its ammunition, sir.
So here he moves back his chaser units because it was just too much. What I basically did with my Schlesien Schützen was I just put him right there, and the two chaser units here just kept firing and firing and firing at the hill. They weren't really taking too much casualties for here, so I was just letting them become bullet sponges so they could waste their ammo quicker. So along here, I noticed Just the Tip and JCP's units were routing a little bit along this side, so I finally moved up my musketeer regiment, companies along in the middle. And then Just the Tip told me to just go ahead and sacrifice my Landwehr. My brave Landwehr, 27 strong, turned to like 14 strong. So they're going to get off some good volleys on this old guard. So along here, JCP basically destroyed he just destroyed all of France's forces along this far left flank. So now he's going to move the bulk of his forces along here to help me and the Tip to destroy this one old guard unit. So this old guard unit is going to manage to, I think, escape to the side of the far right flank. I'm going to go ahead and actually fast forward it. I might edit this part out if it takes a little bit too long. But if I don't, then it doesn't mean it didn't take too long. So here we have a cav charge from Just the Tip. You can see the old guard is just literally holding out for their lives here. They really want to live. So Just the Tip ended up losing his general, I think because he charged at the old guard one too many times. But the focus now was to see what we could do best against this French army here that had the hill. Now, we had the strength in numbers and, excuse me, and I guess experience. But the one thing we were a little bit scared of was if he used these hills to advantage, he could still pretty much decimate our guys. So we did plan it out a little bit carefully. So he also still had some cav left, and this poor 28-man old guard unit that was pretty much exhausted when they got there. And then you can see my Cecian Schützen doing exactly what I wanted him to do. It's because bullet sponges to take the ammo. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm so tired. Take the ammo from the chaser units here.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
And then my guys got fatigued because they were in light unit behavior. No, I don't remember what it's called, but yeah, they were in that. So the 28-man foot guard turned 21-man foot guard moved in for some reason and got destroyed. So here, as you can see, we have the Grenzers and mine. We have JCP and my units destroying the French guy here, and I think he pretty much just gave up because at this point he didn't even want to like look at this battle at a tactical advantage anymore. So he just stayed where he was. He moved back these guys because mine and JCP's units basically overwhelmed the shit out of them, as well as just the tips guys coming from behind. So let's fast forward that. Just the tips guys are moving in. I'm moving my guys in as well. Just trying to pick a good time to like not fast forward it so I lose too much stuff. So here we have good volleys coming off of my musketeers into those chasers. They're gonna finally rout France's Chevalier Lancers. I don't know if they were trying to charge or not, but here we finally have the final assault on this hill with the support of Austria and Russia. So here I moved up my men. We're going to get some fairly good hits or volleys. I don't think these guys did too well. I don't think I even turned on fire at will because I knew... Yeah, that's why I moved them up a little bit more. So France is basically again attacked from all sides at this point, trying really hard to hold. So here my guys are going to get off awesome volleys.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
So France was just basically getting destroyed. He tried to charge into my... He depth charged into my musketeers. I had fusiliers and musketeers providing support. So along here we have the old guard basically just wavering, and then we have a mass rout. And JCP, Just the Tip, and I ended up taking the hill and routed all of the last of the right French flanks men. So anyway, guys, good game to my opponents, Lagoria, Suspicious Delicious, and Philip Stoley, and whatever. I'm glad I was able to play with JCP and Just the Tip. Obviously, I didn't end up getting too many kills in this battle, but I think without the reinforcements that I had sent to do that charge, I'm trying to find it. I think along here, I don't think Just the Tip would have had as much units as he did. So anyway, really good game. I already said that. I wanted to, yeah, there we go. Okay. I just hope you guys had a really happy new year. I haven't been posting too much videos because it's the first week back at school. We all know how the hell that would go. Plus, I've been sick since I've been sick. I was sick on New Year's Day and stuff, so I don't like to record while I'm sick because I sound really awful, and you know, hell, I already sound bad right now just with my normal voice. So anyway, guys, this is Total War Master signing off.